Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending my portfolio critique. I am Jordan, or John, as you all know me. So this is me. I'm a senior creative tech major. My main focus throughout the entire program has been on 2D design work and 3D modeling. I chose creative tech. I actually started out as a bio major, and then I transitioned over to creative tech because I found that I really enjoyed the project aspect of the program rather than like test taking and a bunch of notes and stuff like that. It was more like physically intriguing to me to work with my hands and actually have like hands-on approaches to all of the stuff that we were doing. So the theme of my path has been creating customized artworks with various technical and stylistic functions suited to each piece. What that basically means is anytime I create a new project, it's always artistic in some way and it has its own unique function apart from anything else I've made. An example of this is my lamp and rendering of Pom Pom Purin. He's a little Sanrio fella. I chose him because I really like Sanrio. I like all the things cute and silly. For my project in Chris's class, I actually did where you press his tummy, he lights up, and he was supposed to squeak, but that didn't really work out. But he still lights up really well, and he looks cute. And then here's my fusion model, and then a rendering I did of him. This is like a little side project where I kind of turned him into a tea light holder, and I explored the fusion rendering kind of on my own over the summer doing this before I even took the class. So this is Webbler. It is a CRT 360 project that's advanced. It's a interactive speaker, so the music kind of moves around with the sound, or sorry, the music makes the LEDs move around, as you can see here. Here's a few 3D models of the enclosure, all of the PCB and the speaker itself actually sat in. The top of it as well was modeled in Fusion, and then we did some work with that in another software where we can like sculpt it and give it that kind of interesting shape. This is actually heavily inspired by a TV series I really enjoyed called Arcane. It's based off of a video game called League of Legends, and while I personally don't play League, I really enjoy the series, and I wanted to make something reminiscent of that style, and it turned out really well, I think. This is the pop art mural, another CRT 360 project. It was a group assignment. So basically what it does is it cycles through that we uploaded in like a 15-second period. These are the two I did. The little animated sprite of my friend's character that I really enjoy. She's in a lot of my other projects as well. And then we have Purple Guy from Five Nights at Freddy's because that's something I enjoy. And then here we are. We all had different kind of assignments, and we would trade out positions. So here I am kind of cooking the PCBs in the little oven after they've been assembled, and then here we are assembling the little ping pong balls onto the mural to give it that kind of like frosted over effect so you can actually see the graphics well, and it's not just like a bunch of blinking lights behind a green background. Then my Miku doll. This is Hatsune Miku. She's a Japanese hologram singer. I really enjoy her. She's really cute and cool. And for my final project in Chris's Fusion class, I decided to make a model of her. This was made entirely in the form environment. The form environment in Fusion is known to be finicky and difficult, but I feel I have essentially mastered the form environment. With this project, I was kind of demonstrating my skills. It's because Fusion is more, it's more measurement based, like very technical building wise. It's not really for organic shapes like this. But the entire thing is posable, as you can see. She's in different positions here. And up close of her rendering, which I am proud of. I enjoy her. Onto my capstone. So for my capstone, I chose the Enterprise Gateway. I did commission-based artworks, commissions being an individual piece that I make myself. So each individual item I sell to me is a commission. For my capstone, I had 3 design goals, which I will go over. So my first design goal was gaining 50 commissions. Here's a collage of quite a few I did. This isn't all of them, but this is a good majority. And then my little kind of menu for payment set up right there that I kind of sent to people. So with this, I wanted to do 50 because I felt that was a suitable number for the amount of time we had. The problem with getting 50 is I don't really know personally 50 people, so I would have to branch out, find other customers, and see how many I could get. I think 50 was a good kind of base, like a minimum, I suppose. I didn't actually expect to surpass this as much as I did. So over here, we can see that I got a total of 117 commissions, and then actually a total unique sale count of 23. But my profits were high for how much I did because the amount I actually spent on materials wasn't that high. So my profit was $1,648 over the course of the semester. The hours I spent drawing and assembling all of the little bags and keychains and things was about 28 total, which paid me about $58.85 an hour. So yeah, that's I feel that's decent. So where I found my most success was definitely the spring market because this is where I got like a giant number of commissions from here. So for the spring market, I had everything set up right here. I had a little monitor where I was live drawing, and then I had this up there as well, so people could kind of just come by, choose their payment method, and kind of grab what they wanted and leave. I made a few pre-made little items like tote bags with different dog breeds, some little keychains with the dog breeds, and a couple of wasp designs because I like bugs. But this was my spring market setup. I was pretty successful. I sold a total of 13 of my made items out of, I believe, 20. So this was my highest number of commissions. It's a bulk order. She ordered 60 of these little Free Palestine keychains. She wanted to pass out for, I believe, some people she knew at graduation. It's not our graduation, as I have learned. It is another graduation. But so she commissioned me 60 of these. She paid a total of $300. I gave her a little bit of a discount since she did buy so many, and it really set my 50 base up over and really put it up there way past what I had originally anticipated. My second design goal was advertising on social media. I had a original plan of posting about 7 times per milestone. Here's a few examples. I didn't feel it necessary to include each screenshot because it was basically the same for each one. But this is my commissions menu. It basically details all of my pricing, my boundaries, what I will and will not draw. Stuff at the bottom that asks, ask about 3D work, negotiations, other detailing like backgrounds and everything else being negotiated in private message. Then my third milestone was gaining customer feedback. I got about 12 responses. I'm still waiting on a few of people who said they would respond, but out of the 23 unique people, I feel that's a good margin. So the responses were overwhelmingly positive. I am a little regretful that I didn't receive any criticism much at all because I would have liked to done better, probably the time frame wise, because I know some people had to wait a good amount of time to receive their commissions, which I communicated as best I could with those people, but overwhelmingly positive, which is good, but still would have liked some things I could improve on, because I feel there are a few. So takeaways from my project. I feel like this helped me a lot with time management because, like I said, it did take me quite a while to get some people their commissions finished and done. Um, but it helped me to kind of schedule time, block out time frames where I could really just like lock in, focus, and get stuff done. Especially with the smaller little caricatures that didn't take me a lot of time, I could usually crank out 5 of those at a time if I sat down for like 2 hours. It helped me develop some new skills. So learning more about the software I used to draw, learning more about the DTF printer, sublimation printing with the bulk keychains, and how to manufacture all of those things in a streamlined way so that I'm not eating up a ton of my time and I'm also not wasting material. Also, customer service. I feel like I was very proactive in reaching out to people who may have been waiting a little longer than I had anticipated for their commissions. Being friendly and cordial, even when I had a few people who gave me an idea that I just wasn't comfortable drawing. I would be like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't really do that for you, but can I suggest other places you might be able to find this kind of work? Um, just being overall understanding with how people can talk to me, communicate with me, and also having payment plans. For example, the bulk commission, it was $300. She couldn't really pay that all up front, which I'm totally fine with. So she is paying like increments. My also other rule with them was pay me half before, half after I give you your commission. So that was the rules for there. For my future, I currently have 2 jobs right now. I work in a nursing home and I also work in a theater. They're actually about 3 minutes apart from each other, driving wise. So I'm going to continue over there over the summer, just grinding, getting some money, and then I will likely look for better opportunities. I really am interested in things like graphic design, um, maybe freelance artistry work I have done before. I would not complain about doing again. As for my capstone, I really would like to keep growing custom creations and making more bulk orders for people because I found that to be really fun. I like just sitting down and having something to do with my hands, just like chilling. It's really enjoyable for me to do these things. And I love the reactions that people give me when they see their work and they're really happy with it and they just love it and they're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to like tell all my friends and I'm gonna share this on Facebook and I'll tag you. And I'm like, thank you so much. I really enjoyed the attention and that you like your piece. But yeah.